Well, again, this all started just after 6:30 this morning at that ICE detention facility in Dallas off Stemmons Freeway, right near Empire Central Drive. The moments during and immediately after the shooting were frightening for anyone who heard gunfire. Fox 4's Peyton Yager joins us near the scene now. And earlier today, we spoke with somebody who was on the phone with a family member as soon as those shots were fired. Peyton.
Hi, Hannah. Yes, we will get to that in just a few moments, but this is about as close as we can get to the ICE facility here off of Stemmons Freeway. We were pushed back all day by Dallas police, but they have been relieved. And behind me, I'm going to have my photographer push in. We do have some Homeland security vehicles blocking the entrance to this ICE facility. So again, this is kind of where the media is staged right now, but we'll roll on some B-roll that we have been taking all day from the air and from the ground. Now, this is where the targeted attack started this morning at 6:30 a.m. A shooter was on an adjacent roof and fired at the ICE facility and also at unmarked vans in the Sally Port area. We know 3 detainees were shot, 1 was killed, and 2 are in a nearby hospital. Now, FBI is not releasing any information on the victims at this time. We know no law enforcement officers were injured. Again, no law enforcement officers were injured. Now, Hannah, this ICE facility is constantly open for law enforcement, but for some people, they come here for meetings with maybe family members or any necessary appointments. Take a listen to a witness we spoke to earlier today on scene.
Sentimiento porque mi mamá estaba adentro. Uno viene con muchas emociones aquí.
Now, this woman was very emotional when we spoke to her. When we arrived on scene earlier this morning, she spoke to us in Spanish, but I'll paraphrase for you guys. She showed us pictures of that back area where these detainees enter and exit with law enforcement. That back area, we know, is where the shooting took place. Now, this woman, she was here for a meeting with a family member. She got here bright and early and was in a parking lot nearby when all of a sudden, she says she heard gunfire. It sounded loud. It sounded close, according to this woman, and she tells us she heard more than a dozen shots. She says that's when law enforcement and workers here at the facility told her to remain calm and take shelter, and that's when SWAT entered the building. I also spoke to another man. You know, some of these people got pushed back to a nearby Burger King, got pushed back to a nearby Exxon Mobil, where there's a gas station nearby. A man was also here for a meeting, and he was here with his wife and also their child. So we know there was a child who was on the property here at the ICE facility. Again, you know, not involved, but they were here for a meeting. This facility does open bright and early. So again, we know some people were waiting for a meeting or waiting for it to open when that suspect, that shooter, started opening fire from a nearby roof. That's the latest here from outside the ICE facility along Stemmons Freeway. Hannah, back to you guys.
Thousands of detainees go through that processing facility. All right, scary moments there. Peyton, thank you.